Okay, now having carried out the neurological tests, we're now going to be coming towards tests that will disturb the neck. And this is where we really need to be very careful. Probably your best bet is to do the craniovertebral ligament stress tests first. The reason for this is that any movement I do in the neck is going to have to go through these joints, and if these ligaments are unstable, it's a good job to find that out before I actually shift the neck around. The one that you really need to do here is the transverse ligament test. Now, one of the problems you've got with ligament stress testing is that if there is a serious problem in the neck, a fracture, then particularly in the craniovertebral region, these tests are dangerous. Now, if there's a fractured dens, and this is actually quite a commonly missed fracture in the spine, if there's a fractured dens, this test, the transverse ligament stress test, is definitely contraindicated. Now, you'll get an idea that the ligament's torn or the dens is fractured simply by the history, where they get very severe suboccipital headaches. But also, they won't move their neck for you at all, and it's this sort of thing. You ask them to look right, look left, and up and down. Everything moves but the neck, their eyes and their trunk. If you're getting that particular pattern, then assume that they've got a fractured dens and get them back to the doctor. Don't do any of these tests. Preferably don't let them leave your clinic. Phone the doctor up and tell them they should probably be stretchered out of your clinic rather than walked out of your clinic. If there's obviously a chance of a fracture in the neck itself. Now, one way of determining this is with isometric tests, and you're probably better off doing these in lying. We're looking for painful weakness with these tests, and they have to be done very, very carefully. And essentially, they're simple, a minimal isometric test in the resting position. So don't let me move you, and relax. And you're asking all the time, is it painful? Nope. Don't let me move you. Good, don't let me move you. Relax, don't let me move you. And relax, don't let me move you. And relax. If there had been a fracture in the neck, one or probably a lot more of these tests would have been very positive. They would have been painful and weak. Again, it's a good idea not to carry on with the testing. If only one or two of the tests are positive and they form a pattern, you've probably torn the muscle, which is obviously a lot less important. And the usual one to tear is sternomastoid, longus colli, or the suboccipitals.